Greetings, this is Skylar Saunders Singh. What's current? Boy, oh boy. Let me get to my advertisers first. My main man, Pang, excuse me. He has a site. It's called lifestrongapparel.com. Go to it. lifestrongapparel.com. Make sure you check out his soursop, elderberry, blueberry, mango, fruit infused sea moss. The blueberry is great. I haven't tried the other ones, but I'm sure they're just as well. Make sure you check him out. LifestrongApparel.com. Tell him that the Goofy Guy Scholar Saunders sent you. Also, make sure that you check out B Jackson 5478. That's BEEJACKSON 5478 on YouTube. Make sure you check him out and look at the sardines on the grill, the fried chicken, the near beer reviews. All of that comes into play. So make sure you check him out. Tell him that the Goofy Guy Scholar Saunders sent you. As well, check out Spirit Smooth Tunes, SPIRITSMOOTHTUNES, Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. If you like Najee, if you like the Gap Band, if you like Peebo Bryson, if you like the Fatback Band, if you like Kim, all these different artists and different acts, make sure you check out Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. Tell them that the Goofy Guy Scholar Saunders sent you. Also, I just went to his live today. He was playing the game. He's got multiple. He's got rifles. He's got sniper rifles. He's got all kinds of weaponry, all for a video game, not to shoot up a school. So don't get nervous. It's twitch.tv/.focus, and it's DOTFOCUS_1_. So .focus. Tell him that the Goofy Guy Scholar Saunders sent you. All right, we gotta get into this. This is just some funny Saturday light trolling, Jason Whitlock is a fool. And he's a fool on different counts too, because I think he's irrational and subjectivist in a lot of ways. But this Shannon Sharpe troll is pretty good. It's a pretty good troll. He has it set up like this. He has like the camera's half looking at it. Doesn't show his anybody's faces. You just hear voices, and all you see is like these stacks of food, coming in. He was like, yeah, these chicken McNuggets, these McNuggets are the truth. Oh man, yeah, this double quarter pounder with cheese. This QPC is the truth. I love it. Oh my god. And it's like he's saying he puts in the caption. I'm gonna paraphrase it, but he said essentially, I left my phone on during my lunch break. I feel so embarrassed and ashamed. So that was a definite dig at Shannon Sharpe. This is what happened. This is the beauty of the internet. Shannon started this whole year out with a bang. January was crazy. He had crazy views. I don't know how many views he got. Let me look how many views this man got. He got so many views off of that Cat Williams interview and subsequent interviews as well. So I'm guessing it's probably in the 800 million range probably by now. Let me see exactly how much. I'm looking for it right now, but he was in the sketch. It's just a brief sketch, nothing super produced or anything. So it's not like a problem. Let me see. Cat Williams, Shannon Sharpe. Okay, Cat Williams, Shannon Sharpe. 74 million views. 74 million views off of one video. And he has multiple videos that have tens of millions of views. So he's definitely making bank on that. So that was in January. That was 8 months ago. So we have to look at Club Shay Shay, as he puts it. I don't know, man. But yeah. So that's what we're hitting for. We're hitting for trolling. That's the nature of the beast. You troll. You troll the whole time. You troll. You keep trolling and trolling and trolling until you have nothing left. You just keep trolling. And Jason Whitlock seems like, to me, somebody that, gain his prominence through, favors of his own, and he's trying to cover up whatever he did with what somebody else did. I'm just saying that allegedly. Don't come at me with a lawsuit. I'm just saying that allegedly. I'm alleging it. So that's the key point. The key point of this whole action. So we have to keep an eye out on all of this. We have to keep our heads up and our eyes open, ears open, eyes click. I'm stuttering like a fool right now. Ears open, eyeballs click. That's it. I know I was forgetting some part of it, but yeah, Jason Whitlock. He has some, like, he has political theories and jumbled up with sport references and stuff like that. It's just really confusing. He talks about how women and gays are destroying the country, like just bullshit like that. That's just stupid. And do you not like women, Jason Whitlock? I don't know, but you did some good trolling. I'll give you that much. That was some good trolling. But to get serious, talking about people that are homosexual or women destroying the country. Are you serious? He talks about how he's very right wing. He's a rightist. I'm saying that. Nobody says rightist. Everybody says leftist, but nobody says rightist. It sounds weird, I know, but I'll say it anyway. So he's a rightist. He's not, because liberal and conservative, at their base, at their founding, at the idea of conservative and liberal. Conservative means conserving freedom, and liberal means absolutely that, freedom. To be liberated, and that's what conservative and liberal mean. And they're too good for the left and the right of today's politics. Both sides are completely batshit. I mean, they're completely just corrupt and ugly and disgusting, and have different evils of their own. That's why I'm an objectivist. I can look above and see, okay, the left and the right, what are they doing? Okay, both sides are completely, inept and completely almost inoperable. So that's out of the way. Jason Whitlock is a rightist. He said some goofy shit. He said some goofy shit about Jeremy Lin a few years back, way back in almost a decade ago, a little over a decade ago, when Jeremy Lin was playing for the New York Knicks. He said, and I'm not quoting, but I can say almost exactly what he said. There's going to be a lucky woman with that's gonna feel a few inches of pain tonight, hinting at the Asian American males, the fallacy of the phallus, the idea that they have small penises. That's what he was saying, and he has since apologized for it, and he kept going. He was with the Blaze with Glenn Beck for a little while. He was with ESPN for some time. I'm not sure exactly where he is right now. But he did a fine trolling job, but he's a nut job, so it almost cancels out. If he were of greater standing, if he was a better broadcaster, a better writer, a better figure in today's politics and sports, then I would take him at his word. But I laughed at it. I'm gonna tell the truth. I laughed at it. I thought it was clever. I thought it was a good dig on Shannon Sharpe. It was a pretty good trolling effort. I have to give him his props. Definitely say he did something that everybody's pretty much doing now. Everybody's piling in on the Shannon Sharpe, alleged boy toy and boy cunt situation. So the whole idea is really about understanding the key elements of what it means to be, a pundit or a talking head, like I am. I'm a talking head, blah, 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 blah. But I get my point across. I don't care. I could be wrong, but I got my point across. Like the late great Notorious B.I.G. said. He said, I might have been wrong, but I got my point across. So that's what I'm saying. That's key here with Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock took it to another, level. He took it to I have to give him credit. He definitely took it to another level of expertise in the field of trolling. Because he seems like he was trolling before. Like I said, he trolled Jeremy Lin. He trolled. Let me see. He has a problem with women and homosexual and gays and lesbians. This is the latest statement 4 hours ago. I can officially say the Caitlin Clarks, notice how he says it, have officially annoyed me. They stand in the way of an honest conversation about CC. The Caitlins have an excuse for everything. So he's looking for smoke. This Jason Whitlock guy is looking for smoke. He's all over X. He's in different chats. But he's been a columnist. He was a columnist for the Kansas City Star, AOL Sports, FoxSports.com, and ESPN. Where is he right now? Let's see. He left ESPN, then he returned to ESPN. And then it left ESPN again. He's published different works for Vibe, Playboy, The Sporting News. Kind of sounds like my favorite writer, besides, fiction writer is Ayn Rand, and also nonfiction writer. But my other one would be Troy Star Terrain or Toure. So he had a 2-hour video questioning whether Michelle Obama was transgender. Some cold mess. Some cold shit. He said a lot. He's spoken at the quote unquote conservative summit, Turning Point USA. And I bet he's just, the good, amongst the good old boys, he's probably just another nigger. He called Black Lives Matter something like KKK, referred to as Marxist and dangerous organization. Maybe, but not really. Let's just say collectivist. That's a bigger umbrella, but that's exactly what Black Lives Matter and KKK are both. They're collectivists. They're based on chemicals, for one thing. They're both, one is based on the darkest chemical, the melanin, and KKK is, of course, proponents of less melanin in the skin. So they're battles over chemicals, essentially. Let me see. He talks about, he wrote a 5,000-word column questioning America's incarceration and drug war policies. He headlined the column, The Black KKK and Playboy, which prompted Whitlock to writing 2 columns. This is from the Wikipedia. One in the Kansas City Star and another on FoxSports.com, criticizing Playboy editorial director Chris Napolitano for the misleading and inflammatory headline. So he's just a loose cannon to me. I think he's a loose cannon. He'll fire off anything just to get views, just to say something. And he talked to Tucker Carlson. Whitlock stated that a lot of what the left supports is satanic. He defended Kanye West, and West made a series of anti-Semitic comments. He's a special kind of guy. Whitlock praised Jones, Michael Jones, in the interview during which Jones espoused anti-Semitic conspiracy theory. So he is a troll. Vision X, salute. Today is a Saturday fundraiser. You got money? I'm taking 10s, 20s, and 30s. I mean in 50s. Excuse me. I didn't mean to say 30s. So, no, I'm broke. Just bought a bottle of crystal champagne. Okay. You can leave now. You can leave my life if you're broke. I don't like broke niggas around me. You can definitely leave right now. If you're broke, I don't need you. Let the welfare feed you. I really don't need you. So, but getting back to this Jason Whitlock character, he is like a cancer, like my broke, not your broke. Well, how do you know my broke? What is my broke? What is my broke? Vision X, since you're the expert over here, what is my broke? So the weekends are free. No, the weekends are not free anymore. We changed it. Saturdays, it's definitely, yeah. So I claim exactly, but look, we changed it. I thought you were broke. What happened to the Cristal Champagne? You had different brokes. The weekends are definitely back on fundraiser time. Okay, exactly. Back to fundraiser. Fundraiser Saturday. Fundraiser Saturday. I have $160 on the table that needs to be filled. I don't want to argue. Well, then don't argue. Just give money. Don't argue. Give up the cash. That's the easy way to do it. No, I don't want to argue. Well, then don't. Give me money. I put in the work. I put in the research for Jason Whitlock. I got research for my next segment after this. Come on now. Let's not get cute. Let's not get cute. It's a fundraiser Saturday. It's a new day. It's a new schedule. New way of looking at things. New Vision X. Yeah, vision. So just here for the topic. Okay, so you're here for the topic, and you can be here as long as you want. I'm not going to kick you out, but I'm just saying it's a paid show. It's a show that runs on the donations of you, the viewer. That's how this show works. I get paid for saying something. You know, all money in. You know, no money out. All money in. So if you want to stay here for the topics, that's cool. There's no problem with that. I have no problem with that. I'm not going to kick you out. But I just have to acknowledge the fact that, you know, people come in here freeloading and don't want to contribute to the essence of me, my greatness. They don't want to contribute to that. So we have definite troll in Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock is a bona fide, qualified, certified troll. Going at Shannon Sharpe, another black man. Is this like black on black hate? You know, is he just doing it for laughs, or is he actually trying to go at Shannon Sharpe? What is he doing? What's the whole the bit about? What's the whole, you know, idea? What is that whole thing about? I don't understand. I'm really trying to figure it out because I saw the video and like I said, I laughed. It was pretty funny because he's sitting there. You can't see his face. All you see is boxes. You know the little menu that come off the menu. Come on in little restaurants and fast food restaurants. The boxes that have the burger and the off of that, all of that. Yeah, you're right, Vision. He wants to capitalize off Shannon Sharpe moment. Exactly. You're exactly right. He wants to capitalize off of that. But I don't even know if I want to use the word capitalize. Capitalize is, again, too good of a word. Too good of a word. He wants to, you know, mooch off. Maybe mooch off isn't wrong, right? He wants to to convey a different message. I'll say he wants to convey a different message, a message that he is, you know, superior to Shannon Sharpe, that he's more ethically profound in some, you know, monumental way or something like that, that Shannon Sharpe is beneath him and things of that nature. So I thought it was funny. I thought it was a good troll. I think he's doing it in good fun, but I'm not sure. He could be undercutting him. And Shannon Sharpe is taking a lot of heat this past week. Woo, child, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Woo, child. it's hot in her. It's hot in her for Shannon Sharpe. That's the way it goes. When the bigger they are, the harder they fall. I mean, certain circumstances. But you know what? I hate that Bible verse. You know, I'll say it right now. I'll look it up. I hate that Bible verse. Proverbs 16:18. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. So it's not pride goes before a fall. I mean, unless you use ellipses. Um, but it's a haughty spirit goes before a fall. Now, okay, that my response is okay. So you fall. You just stay there. You don't pick yourself back up. You don't keep going. You just go after. You just go there and say, you know, I'm down. I had pride. I was proud of myself. I was haughty. I had a haughty spirit. I stumbled. My business suffered. I had some kind of something befell me. You know, I had some kind of terrible incident that happened. I fell. My books aren't selling anymore. My TV show, nobody's watching anymore. Nobody's watching my podcast. That was a fall. Oh my God. So I just continue to fall, or do I pick my ass up and keep on marching? Vision X says, wonder what made you not believe in God. I opened my eyes, not my physical eyes, opened my spiritual eyes, my mind's eye, the mind's eye. And I said, there is no God because there would have to be an idea that there would be some obstacle or opposite, an opposite realm outside of God. There is no, how can there be one God? How can there be any gods at all? Period. The son of the son, oh, of course. Okay. Son of a cunt. Great. Son of a cunt. No, you don't. Don't give me that bullshit. I apologize for my past behavior. And if you are, I don't even know if you're trolling saying that you're the son of a cunt. You could be son of a cunt, but I wouldn't know. Vision X, that's special. That's interesting. But yeah, so son of a cunt, you can be that way all you want. There's no way of proving you. The burden of proof is on believers and people of faith. You have to have the burden of proof placed upon you because you're saying that there's something that's beyond the physical realm, the metaphysical realm of existence. Existence exists. Saying that there's a God is like saying there's a letter before A. There's a letter after Z. Or in any other alphabet. Alpha, there's a letter before alpha, or there's a letter after omega. He said, I am my alpha and omega. So what is before alpha? What is after omega? You're none of those things because there's no God. What if we are robots? That was cute. That was cute. We're not robots. I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot. That's Marina in the is it Mariana or Marina? Let me see. And the Diamonds. Mariana. Yeah, Marina and the Diamonds. That's one of my favorite songs of all time. So we have to look at Jason Whitlock objectively. We have to say that he is a troll for one. This isn't his first time trolling. He has trolled multiple people. He's probably trolling people for being on different platforms such as Kanye West. He probably doesn't support what Kanye West did. He's probably just trolling, saying, trying to get views, trying to get, subscriptions, trying to get different things like that. All right, Vision X, if you're selling the cunt, I'm still going to answer your question. That's fine. Do you think Shannon Sharpe should have got fired from ESPN for his behavior? I didn't. I actually didn't. The ironic thing is, I don't even know as much information. I didn't even delve into the Shannon Sharpe idea. I know there's some kind of tape out or some kind of Instagram live footage of him saying something about a guy, Michelle or Michael or something like that. And it leaked online, and he was embarrassed. So I can't really call it. I can't really call whether he should have stepped down from ESPN or not, or gotten fired, gotten terminated. I don't know. Don't know. So I I don't even think he's on ESPN anymore though. That would be his third time on ESPN. He was on ESPN, then he got off. Then he was on ESPN again, and then he got off. So I don't think he's on ESPN anymore. I don't think he was on ESPN from. Are you talking about Shannon Sharpe? Shannon Sharpe, he's still on ESPN, but his podcast is crazy. His I like to say broadcast because nobody's using a podcast anymore, iPod anymore. So it's ironic to use the term. But yeah, Shannon Sharpe. I don't think he knew what he was doing. He should have had more discretion. He should have been more discreet. You know, as long as it wasn't a boy, a child. I don't care if he's gay. I don't care. I don't think. What would be the grounds for him, being, dismissed from ESPN? Wizard. He was reckless. Okay. He was reckless. I think I tend to agree with you there, Wizard. I tend to agree with you. He was reckless. He didn't pay attention. Like it seems like, and I'm not trying to do any conspiracy theories or theoricisms or anything like that. Conspiracisms. But did he do it on purpose? Did he do it on purpose to get clout? Did he get more subscribers, more views? Because that's what I think happened. I think he had more views to his channel, for when he's interviewing people. He does a great job having conversations. He doesn't usually interview people. He has conversations with people. He lets people run their mouth, basically. It's kids that look up to him. Yes, to change the narrative of him being you know what. Well, yeah, I mean, possibly. Possibly. I mean, it's apparent that, Shannon Sharpe is, like I said, he got huge. Pause. No diddy. He got huge off of that Cat Williams interview. People that didn't even know who he was. He didn't know he played football. People that didn't know he played, he was a star in college. Did he win the high? Hold on, whoa. He has 2 championships, I think. Let me make sure. I'm gonna just run his background real quick. He's 20 years older than me. He's got 3 Super Bowl rings. He's got 3 rings. So, okay, it doesn't say much about his college career. Black College Football Hall of Fame. NFL record, most receiving yards by a tight end in a game, 214. 8-time Pro Bowler. Let's see the latest. Let's see. This is from Wikipedia. On September 11th, 2024, Sharpe inadvertently made a sex tape by starting an Instagram Live in which he was engaged in sexual intercourse, although only audio could be heard. Sharpe initially denied his involvement in the act, stating his account was hacked. Later that night, he streamed live on his podcast, which is a broadcast, Nightcap, with Chad Ochocinco Johnson, and admitted the video was authentic and apologized for his actions. The following night, Nightcap streamed the roast of Shannon Sharpe, with special guests including Laval, Crawford, Kai Cenat, Godfrey, Cam Newton, and Snoop Dogg. So that's Shannon Sharpe. That's what happens. That's what happens. That's exactly what happens. That's what happens. You have somebody that was booming, was doing his damn thing, had the foot on the gas of a Ferrari. I don't know what car he had. I'm just using the metaphor. He had everything going for him. Everything was flowing. Then crash. Said the audio was fake. Then wants to say, oh wait a minute, it's real, it's authentic. Come on, man, you lied. I mean, you lied. You straight up lied. You telling a lie. Got caught in a lie. Who knows if it's a boy? Who cares? I don't care. As long as it's an 18-year-old boy, I don't care. Do your thing. Do what you got to do. If you want to feel some type of way about somebody 30 years younger than you, go ahead, honey. Do your strut. Do your walk. Do what you got to do. He's a clown, and the picture with his stylist are revealing. Hey, he's just all smiles, and the stylist is like. So, that's that. So, all right. So, here's the second half of the show. I want to talk about the Emmys. The Emmys are up. Movies are out. Excuse me. Well, television movies and television series are out. And it's just like, I hate DEI. I hate it. I don't like DEI. It's rude. It's vicious. It's wrong. It's evil. They look uncomfortable together. Hey, that's just something. But anyway, back to this. The Emmys. I happened to watch a show called Palm Royale. It's got another Ricky Martin. And this is the thing that Mr. Choice Star Terrain picked up on. Ricky Martin came out as gay later in his career. He came out later, not like when he came into the game and was gay. He was gay later on, after millions of women were taking up his, would drink from his fount, as I could say. Millions of women that living la vida loca, like that will always be his calling card. He had other hits too, I know, but that will always be his main hit. That'll be his, after he dies. Well, let's not do names. You say OG Sissy, I mean, that's cute, but let's be careful. I don't disparage the man because of his sexual preferences. That's his business. But he plays a pretty good role. He plays his role to the point. He's a part of the wait staff at this exclusive, almost like a country club, but it's like a hotel, Palm Royale. And Kristen Wiig, she deserves every accolade because she plays the part right. I just have a problem with the show itself. It's like, well, the main cast is white women. Guess what? It's white women. We're not going to have a cast of black people. We're not going to have a cast of brown people. We're not going to have a cast of some, red and yellow people. It's going to be all white women. And I have no problem with that. Except they're kind of, they're a little in their age, have the gray stuff around, the cooch, so he played in Versace biopic. Oh, I didn't even know that. I have to watch that too. I think I heard that, but I didn't look into it too much. But yeah. So this show, I mean, it looks gorgeous. The cinematography is wonderful. It's great. It looks like you're looking into a cake or something like that. Has great cinematography, great costume design. Everything is above board on that. But like I said, it seems like it's DEI. It seems like it's DEI because it's like the main cast is all white women. But we had to throw in some black and brown people too, so they don't say, where are the black people at? Where the brown people at? Why ain't they got no lines? Why ain't they say nothing? Okay, there's a black woman. She has lines, but she's not relevant or a factor in this show. So nobody's looking for her to be a part of the show. It's Kristen Wiig, Janice. What is her name? Janice. Hold on, let me get it right. Let me make sure I get my names right. It's Kristen Wiig, definitely. And I have to get right. Palm Royale. Allison Janney. Yeah. Allison Janney, Laura Dern. Let me see. Anybody else? Trying to think of anybody else. Looking for it right now. Give me a moment. Her name is Amber Shardy Robinson. So she has lines. She definitely has charisma and a way of their playing. they're playing up for the women. But this is like, there's a movie already called Mad Women, but this is like the show Mad Men just with women. And during the 60s, it's like really cheap and cheesy that they're like, oh, we got to slip in, points of history. The Vietnam War is going on, so we'll just put it on the TV with President Nixon talking about how the war is going. Like, that's kind of cheesy. It's kind of cheap. I mean, Mad Men did a greater job with that. They handled, specific ideas about, certain circumstances of the 1960s. This particular series takes place in 1969. But it's, Mad Men covers from 1959 to I think 1971. I think I could be wrong on that, but I think it's 1970 or 1971. Or it's 1960 to 1969, somewhere around that range. But it covers the whole decade. And so they did like metaphors. They did like there was here's a spoiler alert. Here's a spoiler alert. No, I do not watch Bel Air. I meant to watch it. I really did mean to watch it, but I have not watched one episode of Bel Air. I don't even know if I can watch it. Was it on Hulu? Was it on, what is it on? Paramount? If it's on Paramount, I can't watch it. If it's on Peacock, I can watch it. So this 60s vibe, the whole vibe of the 60s. We're white, it's all great, everything's wonderful, and then they try to, smuggle in ideas of DEI. If you don't know what DEI means, it's diversity, equity, or equality and inclusion. I think it's the most corrupt idea we have in art. When you have forced ideas of, just a stock character, I think Amber Shardy Robinson, I think that's her name, she rises above and actually does a great job. But it's not about all black people. It's not about all black women. And then a few white women come in and stuff like that. And then they're just, what do they call it? NPC, non-player characters. They don't have any lines. They're extras, essentially. Or they may have a line or two and they really don't have any agency. These are very, powerful women, in a sense. They have, club status and, the part of the aristocracy. Of America, whatever aristocracy there is that could have been in America. This reminds me of what came out earlier in this year, Feud, Capote versus the Swans. That was another example of how EID, is it DEI? I think it's DEI. DEI comes into play. They had these were actual people. These weren't fictional people. These were actual people. But they played older white women in, very fancy, upscale, haute couture and very classy, fancy level of being. Everybody's talking about the new Kendrick diss towards Drake. I don't want. Why would I want to cover what everybody else is saying? Nobody. I didn't see a whole. I saw like one or two YouTube clips of the Jason Whitlock troll, but I don't want to get into the Kendrick diss because it wasn't even that hard. He didn't come that hard. I'm not taking that away from Kendrick. I'm just saying he didn't come that hard. It wasn't like they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. That was the song of the summer. We're going into the autumn now. So okay, I get it. Yeah, get it. But yeah, so like I said, the performances are pretty good. I have a problem with them with Miss Carol Burnett. She's 91 years old. She's still going. She's still working. Like, she was incapacitated. And I know she wakes up sometime, during the season. I know she has, speaking parts and she's awake and alive and vibrant, everything like that. I just watched the first episode. So the first episode was the one that I saw. I didn't see the rest of the series, the rest of the season. But they could have used her better in the first episode. They could have did something to make her. She was essentially lying on her back with an oxygen tube going through her nose and completely conked out. She was completely, alive, but she's virtually, in stasis. Yeah, it's I mean, Vision X, yeah, it is a quote unquote woman show. I said it's like Mad Men, but with if there was a greater woman presence. You know, if they really honed in on white women. It's really a white woman show, another white woman show. Like I said, Feud, Truman Capote versus the Swans is another example. They had excuse me, they had I think his name is Chris Chalk as James Baldwin. He played his character. So he played his character well. He did a good job playing James Baldwin. So it's like it's one of the better show. Feud was excellent. I thought that was excellent. Well, you can pass, but I mean, there's dozens, and if not hundreds, and maybe thousands, and probably millions of straight men that watch the show. But if you can understand that women can have agency, wasn't James okay? Yeah, okay, James Baldwin, yes, he was, but who cares? He was brilliant. He was a brilliant matador on the scene. He had great writing style. He had a great speaking style. Okay, so you're just joking, but you won't give a donation. You can joke and ha ha he, but you can't give $5. I'll take $5 from you. If you gave me $5, I'll be all right. I'm looking for 10, 20s, and 50s and hundreds, but if you just gave me $5, it'd be okay. Me okay. But no, this show, I mean, it just I was like, like I'm not gonna say it's I'm looking for because it's a woman show or something goofy like that. I'm just saying I just don't like the setup. I don't like how it feels very DEI. It just feels that way. It just feels like, oh, we gotta put in a brown person. Oh, we gotta put in a black person. Oh, we gotta make her a black woman. And it just seems like it's just fake. Just put all white. Just make it an all white movie. All white TV show, all white movie, everything. What are you willing to do for this $5? Hey, what I'm doing right now. That's all I need to do. What's DEI? DEI is diversity, equity, or equality and inclusion. So understand that what comes down the pike. All this is just it's Hollywood. Hollywood. I always think of Hollywood as the womb of America. It's the vagina. It's the part of the America. The mouth, the mind, and the mouth. Are New York City and Washington D.C. And the backbone is like the CIA and the FBI and the military and stuff like that. And the breasts, of course, of a woman. It's like the heartland. It's like Idaho and Wisconsin and Indiana and stuff like that. Then the armpits and the asshole is Nevada and Arizona and the deserts and places like that. Vision X says, I'd be surprised when I watch old movies and see no black people like Eyes Wide Shut. You have to go back to say what's an old movie. Old movie, I wouldn't have. I thought you were talking about like in the 30s, 40s, and 50s and 60s. Those are old movies. 70s, really, 70s, 80s, really. 80s are old movies. But 90s, Eyes Wide Shut came out in 1999. DC the mind, LA the heart. LA, well, the heartland is the heart. That's like the middle of the section. That's like Chicago. That's like Illinois. That's like all those different places like that. But the vagina, the womb is Hollywood, because you don't need necessarily to live. You don't need your vagina as a woman. You don't need it necessarily to live. That I understand. Like That's why they have transgenders, you know. Thanks for the sarcasm. I appreciate it. Thank you for the sarcasm. But Vision X. But no, you don't, and you can give birth. That's the thing. You give birth. That's like the idea. That's like a new form of life. Like you don't have to ever, you know, give birth to a child your entire woman adult life or anything like that. But it's better if you understand yourself and say, you know, I don't want to have a child. That's your business. That's good. But if I do have a child, you know, that could be possible as well. It's not a knock on either one. If the devil exists, I think she's in LA. That is one of the most astute observations I've ever seen from Vision X. If the devil exists, I think she's in LA. Why do you think she's in LA? This show takes place in Los Angeles, by the way, Palm Royale. And I think, you know, Kristen Wiig's performance is just excellent. She's a great actress. She loves stand up and sketch comedy. She was one of the breakout stars on Saturday Night Live for a few seasons. I think that was special. So I think it's really greatness. It's really greatness. I'm trying to see what the other. Oh yeah. See, they have, even if you look at the picture, if you look at the poster, she's the big woman, big face. Everybody else is smaller, and then at the almost at the very bottom is Amber's character. Some bullshit. Don't have Amber in the picture. Don't have her at all. Like, don't have include. Like, I'm not saying that white people and black people can't get in a movie together or a TV show together, but I'm just saying it just seems to me. It just seems like, oh, well, we got Leslie Bibb and, you know, Laura Dern and Allison Janney. Excuse me. And we can have them in the cast. But oh yeah, we gotta have Amber Sheridan Robinson. We gotta have her in there. This is coming from Wikipedia. The review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes reported a 57% approval. That's not too great. With a rating based on 67 critic reviews, with an average rating of 5.8 out of 10. That's not so hot. The website's critics' consensus reads, Palm Royale's fabulous cast and visual splendor make for a diverting enough destination, but its wayward tone results in a curiously unfulfilling trip to paradise. I gotta respect the critics. Critics know how to, you know, flip phrases. One of my favorite critics was the late great Roger Ebert. The way he could flip a phrase in his columns for movies, that was amazing. All right, so Lost Angels, Los Angeles. Isn't the devil a lost angel? Well, it's not lost. Lost means the or these. It means a plural. It means you're setting up for a plural. That's all lost means. LOS. Did you watch Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I did not. What was it on? If it was on HBO, I couldn't watch it. I don't have HBO. I don't have HBO. If there's some way I can watch it on YouTube or something like that, I might watch it sometime. But I still got to watch a lot of things. This is another example. I'm switching up from shows because this didn't get as high praise as The Bear. The Bear is like great writing, great acting, but it just seems very DEI. It just seems very DEI to me. Like, it just seems that way. It just seems that way. White boy, whoa, white boy, strong. Yes, I have a restaurant to save. I have everything going for me. I have, you know, everything's against me, but I have everything going for me. But these black people and these brown people, and maybe even yellow and red people, I don't even know. I know there's other white people, but they just seem like the Bear. What I understand something. It's missing something. And they were trying to discuss the difference between comedy and a drama. This show has a lot of drama, but it's filled with comedy. So I think that's the reason why they classify it as a comedic show. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, Vision X. You know, when you say the bear was missing something, it is missing something. It's definitely missing something that needs to be filled. Pause. No Diddy. So it's missing a quality. But it had, like I said, strong cast, great acting. I'm not taking away from the artistry of the actors and the writers and the production assistants and everybody that's involved. They put on a great show. It just seems like it's DEI to me. It just seems very DEI. Because like, look at the picture. Look at the picture. Oh, you see Palm Royale, boom, big white woman, head crazy, the bear, TV series. The big guy, super white boy, main character. The main character is white. Can they have a main character that's black and have other subordinate white people? Is that possible? That's why I would like just have the whole show white. Just have the whole show black. And then mix in people that are of high caliber and high quality acting and high quality writing and directing and different things like that, based on merit, based on being superb, based on excellence. I mean, it's obvious. They almost make it too obvious. The posters show you, okay, he's the main character. He's white boy. Okay. Oh, she's the main character. She's a white woman. Okay, great. What? Where did that come from? Why are they? I think they got rid of affirmative action essentially from from schools and different locations, different from schools, from workplaces of business, employment offices, things like that. So they're like, oh, no more affirmative action. DEI. That's right. We can do DEI. We can do diversity, equality, equity, inclusion, and see what happens. Let's run with that. Yeah, let's go. Come on. That's just goofy to me. I don't like that at all. That's very, that's very subservient and good. Like there's a great bit that Colin Quinn has against Delaware. He's going through all the states. I think he went through every state in his bit. He says, Delaware, we're a state. We're a state. Yes, you are. Like, that's the whole, that's the whole, phrase that sums up the whole state. Like, we're always like, we're number one. We're the first state. Oh my God. Yes. Small wonder. Woohoo. Yeah. We had the first state. We have the president is from Delaware. He's actually from Scranton, but we can technically say he's from Delaware. It's almost like it's like showing you that you're less than. Like they're showing you that you don't matter. Like that's BT, Tyler Perry, Oprah, OWN network, and there's Bounce, and there's also other networks that show predominantly black stories. There's Dame Dash, New America, NU America. He says that all the time, NU America. I was watching a movie on there one time. It stopped just mid-show. I was like, what the hell happened? Maybe it's a commercial. All right. Another movie started playing. I was like, what the hell? A whole new movie started playing. I think Wizard is saying to that question about Los Angeles. Oh, wow. He's not able to write anything. He tried to type in and it got retracted. What the hell? I don't know, Wizard. I don't know. It's not on me. I'm not doing it. I'm not lifting a finger, literally. So it yeah, it just these shows, they seem so DEI. Even like Loot with Maya Rudolph. I'm like, first of all, I looked at the chick and I'm like, that's a chick, right? I'm like, that's not a chick. I'm like, that's a man. That's a man. That was a man. And now it's a woman. Okay. But don't try to jump on like she's a woman like forever, like has always been a woman. That's the thing that I think is a little disingenuous, a little like they try to trap you or gotcha you like in a way. Because I was like wondering the whole time. Then I finally went on Wikipedia. I was like, oh, okay, that's what I thought. Wizard says, I still can't believe you don't remember when Will Smith and Jada Pinkett hosted the beat. You're still stuck on that. Why are you stuck on that? I don't recall black entertainment like that. I don't really recall black entertainment like that. I mean, I hope they did a great job, but I don't remember. What was it? Like 2005? That was almost 20 years ago. I don't recall, sir. And I pretty much boycotting Will Smith anyway for him smacking Chris Rock in the face and then accepting an Oscar. That was one of the most bizarre moments I've ever seen in my life. That was like the equivalent of saying, "Hey, you're really great, but you know your behavior is wrong, but we're going to still award you, but we're going to take away your privileges for 10 years of attending the ceremony." Like, just goofy, awkward, weird. He should have been arrested. He would have had a really uncomfortable night, as Dave Chappelle said. He said it would have been a much more uncomfortable night for Will Smith if it was me. All right, Wizard's words are getting retracted. Okay. Vision X says, I watched the show Pose with my sister. It was pretty good. See? Pose, strike a pose. Yeah, that was crazy. It's about I know transgender. It's about the balls. Pause. It's about the different balls in New York. They changed the names, but it was about like the Willy Ninja and Extravaganza and different houses, the different houses they had. It's from the film, really, the documentary, Paris is Burning. It's an excellent documentary, great documentary. Sad too, because like virtually everybody that was featured on that show is dead now. Like everybody, from mysterious causes, having somebody in a locked away in a trunk, something like that, decomposing, something like it's crazy. It's wild. Yeah. You watched it? No, I didn't watch Pose. I was going to watch Pose, but I just didn't get around to watch it. I might start watching. I know it's available streaming, but I didn't watch it. I didn't watch Pose. Oh, I see you. Oh, here we go, Vision. Oh, I see you. Come on out. Okay, joking. See. Well, just say JK at the end, because I'm not going to just try to get myself played like off of your wording. Just say JK, and I'll say okay, good. I see you're just playing. You're just playing. But yeah. So these Emmys are funny. Things haven't changed. Nothing changed but the weather. Like the late great Paul Mooney said, nothing changed but the weather. And like I said, be like August Wilson. He had like one or two white people in his whole plays. I mean, in the movies, there's a few more white people, but they don't have agency. They don't have as much agency as they would have, And I'm okay with that. I want a whole white show with black people that don't have agency. They could just be signing an envelope and handing and shaking hands, and they don't have any kind of way of speaking. They don't have any roles, any parts. Unless it's about the show, present in the show, not just somebody to say, well, we do have black characters, we do have brown characters, and red and yellow characters, along with the white characters as well. Like that's how demeaning DEI is. That's the meaning, the DEI and demeaning. It tears you down. It says that you're talented, you're able to do this, but you're not going to be part of the main cast. You're not going to be part of the top billing. You're not going to be part of that. You're not going to be on the marquee. You're going to be on the subsequent levels. Taking it back a little bit. We're going to put you back just a few rows. But you're going to get a speaking part. You're going to say your words. You're going to have lines. You're going to be able to have a function in the plot. It's all right. It's going to be okay, but you're not going to be. Well, you're not going to be in the top billing. Don't get crazy. Let's not get hasty here. Like that's the whole thing about DEI, and then that's the sad part. You know, that's the whack-a-mole. They whacked out affirmative action, and what popped up was DEI. And there was a great meme that goes around that says, you know, if DEI is such a good thing, why do people get offended when they say they're DEI higher? Was AIDS man-made? According to scientific evidence, it was not. Scientifically, unless it's been debunked from my point of view, my era, it came from Africa, came from apes. Might have been monkeys, but I think it was just apes, and it was infected. Somebody, from what I understand, and I could you can look that up. That's another reason why you should look that up. I'm not an authority on AIDS, and I'm not going to entertain this any further. I'm interested in that. That's something I'm interested in. So that's why I'm entertaining it now. But you can also look into Wikipedia, and you can find those answers, sir. So you owe me at least $20 for answering that question. I put it on your tab. So, hey, I want to thank everybody that came through today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying the show. If you haven't already told 12 people, but don't tell 13 people about me, make sure if you can't donate money, at least get my subscriber base up. At least tell 5 people. If you got friends, I don't have, buddies. I have friends. I have people that, like my main man Pang, he's a friend, but he's not like necessarily my buddy. We don't roll together. We don't go out together. We don't do anything together. I'm not his best man at his wedding or something crazy like that. So if you can't donate, contribute to the subscription. You do have a wrench wizard. What are you talking about? Anyway, I'll see you sometime tomorrow. Take care.